Welcome back to the Crochet Corrados with my friends over at yarnspirations.com. Today is the Love Knot Crochet Blanket. This is also called the Solomon Knot. So there's actually multiple names. Let's talk about that quickly and then we're going to be diving right in. So if you'd like to learn the Solomon's Knot, today is your lucky day and we're going to be focusing on this blanket too. So Yarnspirations has done their homework with this and this is officially called the Solomon's Knot. It's known by several other names which include the Crochet Love Knot, Hailstone Stitch, the Knot Stitch, Lover's Knot, and True Lover's Knot. So it just depends on your mood swing, I suppose. So what we're going to be doing is going through this. I'm going to show you some techniques. I just learned this for the very first time, so I used the actual pattern here to teach me how to do it. So I saw this many years ago, like 30 some odd years ago when I was a kid, and I just didn't understand it. But today I learned something new and I'd like to pass that skill on to you. So we're gonna be focusing on this one. You can use any size hook and yarn as long as they complement each other, but just make a note that when we're doing the knot itself, just listen to my instruction. If you're interested in this blanket, the blanket is actually pretty cool. It's 51 inches by 61 inches and it just needs 4 balls of tan pink, and this is Bernat blanket yarn. You'll need an 8mm size L crochet hook. So when we go to work this one, in order to change the size, the multiples are in 4s, so 4, 4, 4, 4, and when you're satisfied with the width, just add 2 more chain and then you'll be in balance. So you can either chain 90 or you can just do the multiples and you decide what's going to work for you. So we need to start off with our very beginning, and let's begin to do this now, and let's start off with the chain. So let's begin by creating a slip knot. This is classified as an easy level. I guess it would be. And let's just put that onto the hook. So you can either chain 90 or you can do multiples of 4 and then add 2 at the end. So I'm just gonna do some multiples just because I'm gonna do a swatch with you today. So you just, if you're doing the multiples, either chain 90 or just go in 4. So 1, 2, 2, 3, and 4. And then if you're not satisfied with the width of it, just keep adding more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Satisfied, yes or no? 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll do one more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once you're happy with the width of this, if you're customizing, just add 2 more chain and then it will stay in balance. So now let's officially move on to row number 1. I will take you through the diagram, but we're not quite ready for that yet. So moving on to row number 1, you're gonna go second chain from the hook. So there's 1 and here's the second, and just go into that chain. So just single crochet into that one and then keep moving down the pipeline. Okay, so or down the chain. So just go down and do 1 single crochet in each one of the chains, going all the way back. Normally I go into the back hump of a chain, but because it's Bernat blanket I don't, so that it keeps it nice and tight. So let's do that. Just 1 single crochet down your chain. I'll see you at the end of the chain. So here's my practice sample that I worked on. So here's the Solomon's Knot. So what I learned in this is that when we go to pull up a loop, you have to be determining the type of yarn that you're gonna work with. So I used the same measurement in this pattern that I'm about to do to this yarn. I wish that I was a little bit smaller, and the reason for it is that it was really almost too loose to that degree. So the loops that when you pull can be customized to whatever size that you would like to do. So if you would like a tighter Solomon's Knot, then you'll pull up a smaller loop. So you can see it looks really good. It works in sets of pairs, so when you go to look at it, just ignore this. You see that it's jumping. So you can see that there's 1 and then 2 and then 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. So when we go to do the Solomon's Knot again, it's just the one row will have 1 Solomon's on its own and then coming down, and then it goes in pairs again. So if you can think about it as in pairs, it's quite awesome. So I also visualize this like a almost like a starfish kind of well, I guess starfish has like 5. This one has 4. So I visualized it in sets like this. So there was 1 and 2. Do you see that? So if that helps you to keep that in balance. So what our goal is that when we go to do this, we want to measure something on our fingers to help us to give that gauge. So let's do that next. So now that we did our single crochet all the way back, so we came across, we went second chain from the hook and we came back, we're gonna start on row number 2. So we're gonna chain up 1 and then we're going to single crochet in the first one, and then we begin the Solomon's Knot. So we do 1 and 2. It's 2 steps, so 1 and 2. We are going to skip 3 stitches and then go to the 4th and single crochet, and then we do the Solomon's Knot once and then again twice and then come back down. We're gonna do that all the way across and you will end up on the last one. When you start row number 3, it's part of the repeat. So 3 and 4 is essentially the repeat for this particular concept. So what we have here is that it's going to chain up a total of 4, and then when we go to start the next one we're going to start our Solomon's knot. So chain up 4, begin a Solomon's knot, and then come into the here where it's joining. You do 2 Solomons, so 1 and 2, and then single crochet here. Okay, and then 2, and then come down, and at the very end, because it's the odd side, is that there's 1 Solomon knot on its own and then a treble that will attach here. So number 4 is very similar to what you already did in number 2, but the difference is there's no single crochets here going all the way across. So then you just go across, chain up 1 single, and do 2 Solomons, and then single crochet in this one here, and you're gonna do that all the way across. So then you keep repeating. So when you're ready to finish off this thing at the end, you need to finish off with doing a row number 3. So do you see 3? It looks the same. So you want to finish that off, and then we start with just a nice solid chain going across, and then we chain up 1, and then we single crochet in the chains as well as the single crochets itself. So once we get that done, then we can do our final border and etc. So today my goal is to get you started on the repeat. I'll show you how to do the endings, and as well as going around, as well as we will talk about that tassels and fringe at the end. Okay, so let's begin. Sorry I was yapping a lot. So I'm trying to make sure that you have enough tools in your toolbox so you can go. So you're gonna chain up 1, and you're going to single crochet in the first one, and then we're going to begin 2 Solomon knots in a row. So, or 2 Solomons in a row. I don't know if each stitch is called a knot or whether it's the concept that's called a knot. So what you need to do is that once it's done, you need to pull up. So you've just done your single, and you want to measure something on your finger. So I measured, and it needs to be a 3/4 inch loop. Okay, so you use your, my thumb happens to be 3/4 of an inch, so you measure your thumb and determine and just be consistent. So when I lay it like this, that's 3/4 of an inch. Once you have that satisfied, you're just going to yarn over and pull through the loop and hold it, and this one right here is where you're going to slide your hook into. This is called the back bar. You're gonna slide in, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through 2, and now that just locked that all into position. So I'll show you again. So we pull up a loop to start, and you want to do it to 3/4 of an inch. In my case it's just a thumb, and you yarn over, pull through. You then insert your hook into the back bar. Okay, it's this one, and yarn over, pull through, and then pull through 2, and that locks that into position. So now you have 2 of those directly in a row from each other. So now that the 2 are there, you're going to skip 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and go to the 4th and single crochet as normal. So you've now just created the jumping of the 1 and then the 2, and this is the center point. So we'll begin again. So pull up a loop to begin another one. Use your thumb, and once you're satisfied, pull through, and then go in the back bar, and then pull through, and then pull through 2, and that's 1 complete, and do the second one. So pull up a loop, go into the back bar, and single crochet. So you're essentially single crocheting in the back bar. So skipping 3, so 1, 2, 3, go to the 4th. Okay, so start another one. So pull up a loop. You'll get used to how much you should pull, and then do another one. Okay, and then skipping 3. I'll go right to the end with you today, so you can see things are coming out. Pull up. So if you can use a body part to measure, it's just a lot easier. I used to study engineering, and I was a engineering technician way back when. So we would measure body parts in order to, like, if I was out somewhere and I didn't have a measuring tape, I could measure my thumb and know exactly how big it was. So 1, 2, 3, and then go to the 4th, which is the very last one, and you'll single crochet, and you'll turn your work, and you can see things are materializing. So you just like that. Let's begin the 3rd row, which is the start of the repeat. So let's begin the 3rd row. We're going to chain 4 to begin. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now you're going to begin the Solomon. So on the 4th one here, just pull up a loop and create that. So there is one. So there's only one on the edge, and right where the first two intersect right here is where you want to single crochet. So the one on the end is kind of one on its own, and now it's all in groups of pairs like you had been doing before. So pull up a loop, okay, and then immediately jump to where the next one is. Do you see it? It's the middle. Just pull it open if you don't see it, and then begin again. Okay, and then jump to the next one where they're joining. So you're really looking, because the other one here in between is actually a single crochet to that one, so that's not where you want to go. So look for those evidence clues to help you further. Okay, so this one is in the last one here, but we still have our last section here to come into. So you're gonna do one more, not a pair, just one. And then once you have that one done, you're just going to treble into the single crochet that's down here. So wrap that hook twice and treble into that single, and that should put you back in balance. Okay, let's turn our work and lay it down, and let's take a quick peek where we are. So it'll look like it's buckling up on you, but once things get stretching, you can see how it all works its way out. Let's begin row number 4, which is the second part of the repeat. So rows 3 and 4 are part of a repeat. Let's begin row number 4. So just chain up 1 and 1 single into the first one, and then we want to begin the jump. So we're gonna jump to the top. So if you look at everything is kind of poking up, so you're gonna jump, 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 jump. So let's begin. So pull up a loop. So I've already done the single crochet in the first one, so let's start our knots. I guess the trick is just to be consistent, right? So then you're gonna come in, and it's the top peak of the next one, just single crochet in, and then begin another one. Just remember there's 2 in a row. It's all in pairs, except for the edges on every other row. Okay, so pull up. So eventually you come to the other side, so the final jump is into the very end. So just, oh sorry, pull up first. And then go into the top one here. Okay, let's turn your work and let's take a quick look. So this is the end of row number 4. So when you're ready to finish off, you have to end on a row 3, which is what I'm about to do, and then I'll show you how to end. So you can see it's actually working out pretty good. So when you're ready to end, make sure that you are going to finish off on row number 3, which is the next one. I will take you through that one more time, and then we will then show you how to finish. So when you're ready to finish, so you'll be doing 3 and 4 and 3 and 4, and then you'll end on row number 3, which is the next one. So just chaining up 4. Okay, and then start your first knot, and then coming into the top of the peak of the next one. So that one's on by itself, and then you begin your pairs going across. I'm trying not to yap too much in these tutorials, trying to not fill the dead space with a lot of words. So it's something new I'm trying. Finally you'll come to the end and it's just one knot by itself, and then when you're got that one done, it's then a treble into this single crochet down here. So then this would technically, it's the end of row number 3, so you technically now can finish it. So let's go through the finishing steps once you're ready. So this is called the next row in the pattern. When you're ready to finish off, make sure that you did end on row number 3, and then we're going to provide the chaining work to go across. So you're just gonna chain up 1 and single crochet in the first one, and then chain 3. So 1, 2 and 3, and you're going to jump all the way to this one here, the first peak up. Okay, it feels like a long way away, but it's not. Okay, and then you're gonna chain 3, so 1, 2, 3, and then get to the next peak and pull up. And this is what's going to hold those shaping to be awesome. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and then this one happens to be on the very end. So you just come into the end and then you're done. Turn your work, and now you have the tighter chains at the top, which is what you wanted, and then you're gonna chain up 1 and then do 1 single crochet into each stitch, and then 3 single crochets into each of the spaces. So this is a space, so there's gonna be 1, 2 and 3. So then the single crochet is next, so fill that in with the single crochet, and then the next space there's 3, and you're gonna do that all the way across, and you'll end with the single crochet in the last one, and I'll see you there in just a moment. So once you're in the last one, just single crochet in the last one, and here you go. Do you see it? Not awesome? So let's just finish off this yarn, and I'm going to recommend that you use a tapestry needle to finish off any ends that you have within this project. And what that means is that I want you to throw it into a tapestry needle. This is called a wool needle. It's got a plastic end, and then you're just going to go in behind underneath the stitch work and go 3 times. So go across once, and then back a slightly different path for a second time, but you got one more time to go. 3 times is what you need. The project can never stretch in 3 directions at one time, and it will purposely lock this in, so it should never fall out on you. So once you have that done, you will do that with your starting edge as a starting strand as well, and then we're going to cover on how to do the border. So once this thing is actually relaxed a bit, once you start draping it and stuff, you'll start seeing it like this, but for now it probably will look all bunched up, and it'll get heavier as you're crocheting. So let's weave in the beginning tail, and then I'll start doing the border next. So we're going to begin, and we're going to join the yarn to any corner that you wish. You might as well start off with the corner that has an actual real chain to it, and start there, and you're going to just join it, and then every single crochet is going to get a single crochet. So just going through and pulling it so it attaches, chain 1, and we're going to put 3 single crochets in a corner. So we have 1, 2, it's all in the same stitch. So there's 3 in there, and it allows you to turn. So just relaxed in a way is that you just want to single crochet around. Okay, just kind of give it a little bit of extra slack and single crochet in each stitch as you're going across. The trick will be because this one here really doesn't rely on you to be that accurate with your stitch counts when you go around, is on the side edging going down. You just have to be consistent, and what I would do if I were you and you were me is come up with a rule that makes sense. So we will get there in just a moment, and that rule just means how many stitches that you would apply into the spacing in order to keep it consistent. So the very last stitch here, you're going to put in 3 single crochets so you can turn. So you'll do that on all the corners. So I want you to, we have to evenly space this going down. So we know that this was a chain 4, so we can put 4 single crochets in there. We can see that this here is joining, so that was a single crochet, and then you got 4 here. So it's pretty consistent, right? So single crochet in the next one, and then jump to the space, and we know that there was 4 in there. So we can probably put 4 single crochets there. We don't really know until you kind of lie it down after you do a few of these and see if it makes sense. So once you get 4 in there, jump and put a single into the where they're joining, and then do 4 into the next group. So if you see it really ruffling out of control, it means that something's wrong. You got too many stitches. And then if it's being pulled too tight, then there's not enough. So when I lay it down here, look, it's laying flat. So that's a good guess. So then we're gonna come to the last one here, and then come to the edge. So we're turning the corner, so there's gonna be 3 single crochets in the corner, and then just coming across the bottom. So you're gonna do this all the way around, and I will meet you at the end of this round, and I will see you on the other side. So when you get to the other side, just kind of keep that same idea of putting 4 single crochets in that chain 4 space, and you should be good to go. When you come all the way back around, we've already done our 3 single crochets in the very beginning, so just slip stitch it to the first corner that you had started with, and then take your tapestry needle and just hide in the yarn like I showed you, just going back and forth 3 times, and I will see you back here in just a moment, and we'll just cover doing the fringe. So let's talk about adding the fringe. So the fringe will go on to the this is the bottom and this is the top, so it'll go on this side. So this is the sides. So again, once this relaxes, you will start seeing that happen. So put that aside for a sec, and what we need to do is that we need to create 3 strands that are about 12 inches long. So you can use a tape measure to measure out maybe 1, and then once you have that one as a model, so if just say this one's 12 inches, just cut that one, and it's a little bit longer, but so just cut 1 and use that as a measuring guide. So we have 1, and then pinch, and then pull. This is 2, and then pinch and pull. This is 3. So we need a total of 3 strands. So once you have that done, you can just safely cut it. So this would be then a strand. So then do it again. So you have 1, pinch, 2, pinch, 3. And then once you're satisfied, just lay it down and keep it together and cut. So what I would do is do a whole whack of that. So then what you need to do is with the right side facing up, okay, this is the right side, you're going to take this, and you notice that the loops are still there, just don't worry about those yet, and you're going to fold it in half. Now starting on the edge, you just want to equally space it along the bottom here. So you just kind of look at the pattern and just see where it is. It might be every other stitch. Usually that could be what it is. And start off in the very corner. So put the hook from the back side to the front and grab those 3 and pull through. And pull enough so that you can get your fingers through there and insert the remaining of all of this through that loop and pull through. By going to the back side first and then pulling it through from the front, this crossing over that you see ends up on the front side of the blanket. So then you'll just take the next one, fold it, and you might want to go every other one, coming from the back, grabbing, pulling it through, and then looping it through. Okay, and then pulling it. What I would do the whole thing both sides first. Now we do have our open loops, so what you want to do is this, once lay it on a table, and then all you're just gonna do is just run it, and I would take it a steamer or just wet damp it a little bit, like with the spray bottle with water, and just make them all lie flat. And then all you can just do is do the whole line up, and you can just safely cut so that they're all an equal length. And just run your scissors right through it all like that, and then get rid of that. See, you didn't have to worry about those loops after all. So this would be how you would do the Love Knot crochet blanket. It's relatively simple, really. I've never done the Solomon's knot before, but now I got something for my toolbox for next time. Have a great day, and it's Mikey on behalf of the Crochet Crowd, as well as my friends over at yarnspirations.com. See ya.